Liquor manufacturer Radico Khaitan reported a healthy top-line growth in Q3 of FY22 on the back of market share gains, especially in the premium segment. However, higher commodity prices exerted downward pressure on the margins. In Q3, Radico Khaitan recorded the highest ever quarterly revenues of 766 crores, registering a 12% growth year-on-year. While sales volume of the premium, which includes prestige and above segment, rose 18%, volume growth in the popular segment was muted. Higher cost of sales led to a contraction in gross margins, which narrowed by 460 basis points to 46.2%. Operating profits as well as profit after tax were largely unchanged owing to contraction in margins. Radico's volume growth in Q3 was partly aided by expansion of the distribution network of premium products. While the domestic markets were buoyant, the export business was impacted due to non-availability of containers. Now, on the cost front, management has indicated that near-term pressure on margins is expected to persist owing to elevated levels of input cost inflation, whether it's molasses, glass, and even packaging materials. However, management reiterated its medium-term guidance of 17 to 18% operating margins, aided by cost efficiencies and the rising contribution from premium segment. Management has announced an investment plan of 740 crores for setting up a new greenfield distillery at Sitapur and upgradation of existing plant at Rampur. Through the capex, the company aims to expand its ENA capacity and reduce external dependence on raw material. The greenfield plant at Sitapur will have a 350 kiloliters per day of ENA production capacity and an integrated power unit to meet its internal energy requirements. In addition to that, the company will also set up bottling capacity of 1 crore cases each for IMFL and country liquor in a phased manner. The debottlenecking and upgradation of Rampur plant will make it 100% dual feed, which means molasses as well as grain-based, and increase its capacity from 100 kiloliters per day to 260 kiloliters per day. Radico will be funding this investment through a combination of debt and internal accruals, and the timeline for the completion of the project is estimated at Q1 of FY24. Radico Khaitan has a consistent track record that shows regular growth in key metrics. The company is a market leader and stands to benefit from long-term trends in premiumization as income levels rise in the domestic market. Riding on the industry outperformance, the stock of Radico Khaitan has more than quadrupled from the lows of March 2020. Amid the broader market volatility, the stock has corrected almost 30% from its all-time high. And the recent correction presents a potentially favorable buy-the-dip opportunity for long-term investors, as Radico Khaitan remains reasonably valued at 38 times FY23 earnings, considering the segment leadership and secular industry growth trends.